Since the onset of 2020 to the peak of 2022, Calgary has seen an increase of $118,000 in its benchmark price. Since the peak of 2022, we have only come down 5%, which is about $26,000. So if you have owned a home or just owned a property in Calgary or the general area around it before 2020, you are still up over $92,000. In 2023, I believe that this is going to be the year where we are going to see more people moving up and taking advantage of the equity that we have grown inside of our properties. So in doing so, it might be helpful for you to understand what are the hottest areas in different price ranges, what's happening in the Calgary market, what are the hottest communities? Well, we're gonna talk about that today. So if you could do us a favor, if you like this type of content, we would love for you to hit the notification bell, subscribe to our channel, because we got a lot more of this type of content coming your way in 2023. I know that real estate is a hot topic, so I'm gonna give you some incredible stats, incredible information that you can take to the water cooler with you. So let's get going. Our first category today is the top fastest moving neighborhoods and communities in Calgary that have an average sold price of less than $500,000, all right? So in number 3, the third spot, we'll put them on the side over here, is Point McKay. Now, Point McKay had a sale price, an average sale price over the last little bit of about $423,000. They were sitting at 0.23 months of inventory and had about 59 days on market. Now, their population is a lot smaller. It's only 1,275 individuals that live in that area, and 4% of those are between the ages of 0 to 14, and 25% are over the ages of 65. So this is a community that has a higher demographic or older demographic than a lot of other areas, because there's a lot of townhouses and condos in this area. And it's beautiful, it's right by the river, great location. 74% of the households are owned, and 59% of them were all built between 1961 and 1980. Now in number 2, we have New Brighton. This is a newer community down in the southeast part of Calgary. Their average sale price was about $475,000, 0.21 months of inventory, and 33 days on market. They have almost probably about 13,000 population at the time of the last census in 2016, and 27% of their population is under the age of 14. So if you're looking for a family neighborhood that is under $500,000 for the average sale price, this could be something you want to consider. 88% of the homes there are owned, and 85% of the homes are built after 2006. So a lot of newer built properties in that area for you to consider. Now, our number 1, our drum roll that was a really lame drum roll, Midnapore. Midnapore is actually an older community, but this is the fastest moving area under $500,000 for their average sale price. Their number is $444,000 at 0.14 months of inventory and 29 days on market. Their population is around 6,500 people, and 16% are under the age of 14, and 14% are over 65. So because this has been around a long time, and 64% of the homes have been built between 1961 to 1980, you do have a lot of mixed demographics, older and younger, in this area. And there are also a lot of older homes, and 71% of the homes there are actually owned. Now, we want to talk about communities that have an average sale price between $500,000 and $750,000. So here we go. Number 3 is Strathcona Park. So Strathcona Park is on the west side of Calgary. Beautiful, older, nice area. A lot of it was built in the 1980s. So 49% of the community was built between 1981 and 1990. And actually 92% of the 2,400 households are actually owner occupied. So a real high percentage of people own their properties there versus renting them. And 19% of the population is under the age of 14, and 14% is over 65. And I didn't even tell you this yet, their average sale price was $642,000, 0.33 months of inventory, and 36 days on market. Now, number 2 is Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge is down in the southwest, just south of Glenmore Park, and really amazing established, beautiful lots, bigger lots, a lot of trees, really, really beautiful area. Their average sale price just pushed over $500,000 the last little bit. They're at $504,000, and they have 0.27 months of inventory and 36 days on market. 90% of this community owns their home, and 88% of them were actually built between 1961 and 1980, and they have a population just over 5,000 individuals. Now, our number one winner, over $500,000, below $750,000, is McEwen Glen. McEwen Glen is just off of 14th Street. You can get to Nose Hill from there very, very easily. And its average sale price the last little bit was $533,000, 0.27 months of inventory, and 42 days on market. They have a population also of just over 5,000 individuals, and 17% are under the age of 14. So again, you're gonna have a lot of younger families, but also because 93% of the homes were built between 1980 and 2000, you're gonna have a lot of mixed demographic in there as well, and 88% are all owned in that community. So all of these communities between $500,000 and $750,000, you end up having a higher percentage of owners versus renters in these areas. And you can kind of tell because a lot of these areas, and these are just 3 of them, but majority of these areas between this price range are all like really well established, really well taken care of, and they're really nice areas too. So if you're looking for a higher price point or you live in a higher price point area, these are the fastest moving communities, over $750,000 in their average sale price. And in actually, we're gonna do number 4 and 5 because it was a tie and it was so close to number 3. So worth mentioning, Aspen Woods and West Springs, both on the west side of the city, have about 1.34 months of inventory, both around 62, 63 days on market. And Aspen Woods is about $950,000 in their average sale price. West Springs is about $761,000. So I wanted to mention those because those are both really great areas and they're so close to the top 3. I just had to do it because at 1.33 months of inventory is our number 3, Ramsey. Ramsey is at $767,000, 1.33 months of inventory and 54 days on market. Only about 2,100 people live there, and 14% of that population is under the age of 14. 51% of the homes are owner occupied. So this community, even though it has a higher price point, has a lot of renters. And here's why. Because 78% of the homes in Ramsey are built prior to 1960. Interesting. So that is a little bit about Ramsey. A lot of older homes, smaller houses, bigger lots, a lot of infills that are happening in there too. Now, number 2 spot is Springbank Hill. This is also on the west side, close to Aspen and West Springs. Their average sale price was nearly $800,000 with just over 1 month of inventory and 72 days on market. Their population is pushing up to the 10,000 individuals living there, and 88% of their homes are owner occupied. And actually, that's a lot newer area. So 81% of the homes were all built after 2001 or newer. So if you're looking for higher priced, newer area, Springbank, Aspen, West Springs, those are all areas that you should definitely consider. And Rideau Park is our hottest, fastest, most expensive community that is moving the quickest right now. Their average sale price is $1.159 million. And they have 0.6 months of inventory and 81 days on market. They only have 600 individuals that live there. So this is a smaller community that 69% of the homes were built prior to 1960, but it's a lot of like older estate type homes, massive lots, big houses, and there's a lot of people that even buy the land and turn it into just a brand new home on that land. On that lot, I should say. But 81% of the homes are owner occupied and 26% are over the age of 65. So you have older demographic in this area, and a lot of that has to do with price point, right? not a lot of families are spending that type of money for their home. So that's your top 5 communities over $750,000. As you can see, Calgary has a lot to offer for everybody who's looking for older neighborhoods, newer neighborhoods. Doesn't matter what you're looking for, you are gonna find it. Now, whether you've lived in Calgary your whole life or you're new to Calgary, finding out where you want to live is super, super important. Location of where you want to live is vital to make sure that it helps you and your family kind of thrive wherever you're living. So as you can see on the map, this is these areas that you can basically drive around, take a look at, take a screenshot of this, or go to our socials. We'll have this image on there as well. Might have to search for it if you're watching this later, but go look for this map because these are the areas we talked about today, and with all of their information, there's some fantastic areas, but there's more areas than just these. I don't want to just isolate Calgary to these 6 or 9 areas because Calgary has so much to offer. So here's what I want you to do. This is your multiple choice moment. You get to choose your future and what you're gonna do here. And the best part is you have 2 choices. Up here, we have the market video. You can go watch that if you want more stats of what's happening in the market. And down here is our playlist to all of our communities, all of our community videos in the Calgary area, and well as other cities outside of Calgary. So go ahead, take your choice, and we'll see you on that video.